All right, so we're going backwards this time. We're gonna write a polynomial given the zeros. So let's start with that 0 right here. When x is 0, we talked about that in the last video. When x is 0, that just means if that's gonna be one of your zeros, you're just gonna have an x out in the front. So our polynomial, we'll call it p of x, is going to be x. Could be some other number in front, we don't know. And then times, we'll deal with this negative 1/6 right now. Let's look at our second factor. If negative 3 is a 0, that means that x plus 3 needs to be a factor. Because if you plug a negative 3 into this x, that would cause it to be a 0. Now what about this one? Some of you might be thinking like, oh, well, it's x plus 1/6. But you're going to see that's not an answer. That's not on here. So x plus 1/6 is not really what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to bring that 6 up to the front of the x. It's like reverse solving here. So we're going to have 6x plus 1. That would be a factor. Think about it. Because negative 1/6 is our 0. Well, 6x plus 1, if I set that equal to 0 and solve it, 6x equals negative 1, divide the 6, and x equals negative 1/6. And you'll see that if 6x plus 1 is a factor, then negative 1/6 is a 0. So we're kind of taking this, multiplying the 6, and then adding the 1 over, and basically going backwards through that as we do that.